Hello everyone. Welcome to my craft room. It is day 2 of our craft along together, featuring, so for 6 days, we'll be featuring our new in colors and 2 of our favorite new bundles. So we are going live here from my craft room in Byron Center, Michigan. That's right outside of the Grand Rapids area. And I'm excited to jump in with you today to day 2. So if you are the first time here, let me know if you're watching on the replay. We would absolutely love to see all of you. I'm just making sure that we are in the right place. You guys can hear me and see me okay, and then we're going to jump into our projects. Oh yay, I see Michelle here, and I know, do you know there is an echo? Oh, do you know what? Well, let me see here. I do not know. We have not done a live video here in a while, so let me see if this helps. We'll see. It might help. And it also might be better if I shut my door. We had done a pretty good job of getting rid of the echo. You have an echo. Much better. Okay. I haven't set up here in a while, so we're, it's been a couple weeks since I've done, well, maybe a month since I've done an actual live here too. So, okay, good. Thank you. I need all of you to help me. This technical thing, and every time you do it, it's different. Facebook changes constantly. YouTube changes. Updates happen all the time. So thank you for helping me and keeping us on track. Hopefully, I was hoping we would not have audio problems today. Now it's back. Oh, shoot. I wonder, again, I don't know why. Maybe when I switch to my hands, it'll get better. All right, so I'm going to switch to my hands and see if that might be better too. I don't need that. Okay, so today we are going to be jumping into our day 2 of our in color craft along. So hopefully the echo isn't too bad, and it's getting a little bit better. Yesterday we did our live. We started on June 1st, and we'll be going live for 6 days in a row. I've partnered with 5 other very talented demonstrators, and we're all doing the same craft along together. It's kind of fun. You can pop over and watch theirs too, but we do the same projects. But it is fun to be able to possibly, let's see here, I might not even have the right thing plugged in. Let me see. Maybe that will help. All right, we'll see if maybe that helps. I think I had the microphone set up, and no. It's been a hot minute since we've done this here. And so typically we use echo-free. All right, I just like to hit a bunch of buttons and see if that helps. So we'll see if that makes a difference at all. An echo. Oh, shoot. Wonder why there's an echo. I wonder if, let me see. Maybe I have 2 devices going. All right, we'll see if maybe this helps. I think I turned off the, I got to see you live again. Hello, Jenny. I'm glad you're joining us live. We're just trying to figure out a little bit on the microphone. Sound is weird. This happened yesterday too. I turned off the sound on my phone, I think I did, and so it should just be coming through my device. So hopefully, do you know what? I dropped my phone. I drop it all the time, but I dropped it real bad the other day. So I feel like my phone is got a problem with the speaker. I think I had something goofy with it. Okay, thanks for working through that with me. Now we can much better. I know it would be frustrating to listen to a weird sound. So it was weird yesterday. But I'm glad. Thank you for dealing with me with that one. We'll get through it. Okay, so today is our day 2 of our craft along. Welcome to all of you who got the craft along ahead of time. I see lots of you on here, and I hope you guys can join us for all 6 days. You can join us live, and I've posted the schedule so you can see. But you can also join us with every day. They'll be recorded and loaded up on YouTube. And obviously you can watch them here on the Facebook for 30 days. So today's projects are using, again, our Impressions Abloom bundle and our Cheers and Sips. We focused on 2 bundles that are brand new, perfect for summer, and they really got me in the mood for some summer fun. So the In Color Craft Along, we start like a month and a half ahead of time with my friends, and we each design 2 projects and create a tutorial, measurements, cutting guides, and all of that for you. So you can still purchase this PDF. It's $25. The link is in the description if you missed it. But we also give it for free. If you place an online order in my store yesterday, and a few of you did last night, and thank you. You have until Sunday. Then you'll get to get, obviously, all your product from Stampin' Up. You'll get to get 10% for free. So if your order is $60, you'll earn $6 in free product that you'll get to put in your little Stampin' Up savings account bank, and you can cash them in whenever you want to. And then you'll also get this free PDF. It's a 40-page PDF that is a great resource for you. That you can use to copy these projects exactly, but you can also alter them. And every day I'm going to try to challenge myself to alter them a little bit to show you that versatility. So today's projects were designed by my friend Melissa Faust. I love her. She makes me smile, and she's such a good friend. One of her projects, and I'm gonna start off with the other one, but one of her projects uses the Impressions Abloom in a very different way. She really focused on the stamping aspect of it, where like my projects focused on more of the flowers. So if you watched yesterday, here was the bag that I made, and made that bag. Got that a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. We made that bag, and I used the flowers in cloud cover with just the dies. By the way, I smashed my bag bringing it here. So anyway, but you can still see how cute it was. And then if you missed yesterday's videos, we also made these cards as well. And these cards sit up. So that's the benefit. You can go back and watch the replay. These have already been posted. And in case you missed them, you can catch how we made these are really fun cards. Okay, and then we made this bag. It's a really awesome bag. You open it up, it can hold so much. Again, like a gift card, a card, some candy, a bracelet, it's a very easy size, and it takes only a half a sheet of designer series paper, so you can get 2. All right, so let's jump in to today's projects. This is my In Color craft, my craft alongs have become one of my favorite parts of my business, and a shout out to all of you that take them along with me. I hope you enjoy them as well. But what the craft along really does is it allows all of us to learn new techniques, to learn new tips. I learned something from every one of these incredible women, and when we'll all get to learn together. So with that being said, we each design our projects, we give templates, tutorials, and then we get to learn from each other. So I am going to be following along with you with Melissa's projects today. And she did 2 beautiful cards. Tomorrow or down the road, we're going to have lots of fun coming your direction. If you ordered, we sent you the PDFs already. And as you're ordering them through if you place your order, or if you're ordering them through the PayPal link, I'll be sending them manually as soon as I see it come through. Yes, Kim, I believe that we all have so much to learn from each other. So it is a pretty amazing group of people I get to partner with. And I do it all year long with lots of different designers, but I love working together with other talented people to bring you guys the best we possibly have. All right, so let's jump in. This one is, I'm going to do a true craft along. So I haven't prepared any of this yet. When you purchased our Craft Along package, we sent you. I sent you a sheet of all of the papers from the Cheers and Sips bundle, and then the Impressions Abloom. So you got an entire, we're going to need this sheet today, so I pulled that one out already. So, but we gave you an entire one sheet of each. You also got this adorable little bag. Oh, where'd that bag go? Oh, here it is. Yeah. We gave you a cute little pouch where you could keep this stuff in it, but eventually you can use it to hold other things. Obviously with some candy inside. You got the flower motifs, the gold striped ribbon. So we use all of these on all the projects. So you'll get lots of use out of them. And then we sent you this cute little charm. They're actually like a Stanley cup charm or like a coffee cup charm that has a handle. But anything that has a handle, you can add that charm to it. And that's so just a little gift to say thanks for ordering. And then we sent you 24 sheets of cardstock in all the colors that we use. So you can make multiples. So, normally I will pre-cut everything. You can just do so much. But with this one, we give you full sheet. So you can make multiples. And we actually give you some extra cardstock too. And then you also got the gems. So as you can tell, it is packed full of product. So our first card, we're going to need that piece. I'm going to leave that one out. We need a piece of Secret C, and you're going to cut this in half at, let's see if it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Oh, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. I'm going to put this right here. Okay, so 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. And then, of course, you're going to score that in half. So I just scored at 4 1/4. So it's easy to fold. Oops, I go up here a little bit. Hi, Jane. Thanks, guys, for coming along and crafting together. All right, then we are going to take a piece of Designer Series paper out of that, the Sips one. It actually has a real name. Let me tell you what it is. It has it here. Celebratory Sips. So again, you can celebrate with your favorite sips. Some people like to sip with grape juice and lemonade, and some people like to sip with a Long Island iced tea or a daiquiri or whatever you want to sip on. This will do all of it. So I'm taking this Secret C piece here, and this pack of paper, we chose it because obviously it's very summery and fun, but we also chose it because it really is very summery. It's very, very, very summery. And then you're also going to need another piece too that has the strawberry slush. Here it is, this piece here. You're gonna need that one because it's got the really pretty strawberry slush. So this one, Melissa really showcased the paper because you're gonna need 3 sheets of paper to do this card. But look how pretty they all go together. And I'm copying this one exactly just like she created. And then I'm going to show you the next one. We're going to go rogue and do something different. So we're going to do 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Secret C. I don't know what we ever did without it. It definitely is like one of my favorite colors right now. And while I have the paper out, this strawberry slush piece is going to be just 2 by 4. So we'll just cut it at 2 by 4. I like the back sides of this paper just as much as the fronts. I truly like the ones that have that coordinating size on the back. All right, I'm not going to go too far with that. So we're going to first just go ahead and glue this down to the front. And it'll cover it exactly. Now you can use white for your card. I did use Secret C. So I'm going to do a little bit of decorating on the inside. And then we're going to take this piece, and we have some strawberry slush. Thank you, Stampin' Up, for bringing strawberry slush back to us. One of my favorite pinks, and now we get to have it again for 2 more years. And this piece is actually, 2 1/8 by 4 1/8. Melissa likes those little 8-inch measurements too, just like my friend Ange McKay. Ange is one of our designers as well. We have Ange and Deborah Harrison. We also have Deb Smeek. She lives by me. She is in my team and also works in my studio a little bit. So I love how she designs. And then we also have Julie Salva. And Julie just she's one of my best friends. It makes me laugh all the time. And then we also have, who else do we have? Let me look at my thing. Me. That's all of us. Yeah. Yep. All right. Next, you're going to need the 2 3/8 inch punch. And grab a piece of just scrap white. And you're just going to punch, which one of these is not scrap. There we go. And we're just going to punch off just a white circle with your 2 3/8 inch circle punch. See, I know, Tandra, I haven't even used black except, because now this is almost like a black, but it just is a little bit softer. So I love the combination. Yes, this is a beautiful combination together. I'm really, really excited about this year's in colors and how pretty they go together. So now we're taking Timid Tiger, and Timid Tiger is going to get cut at 3/4 of an inch, and I always line up over here whenever I'm cutting small strips. So we'll do 3 1/4 by 4. Okay. I think this card just showcases the in colors together super good too. All right, now let's go ahead and assemble. And then, well, maybe we should do our stamping first too. I always like to do kind of my stamping first, and then we can kind of assemble everything together. But there's kind of this, if you're doing like a sketch challenge, there's the sketch, right? And then now you can just go ahead and add whatever extra things you want to. But we get to have fun and add, let me find my piece here. Where did oh, here it is. I showed this yesterday, and I think you'll see it with all of us, that one of the things that is really awesome about this is that this sheet here can be used as your glasses. So we're going to take our Secret C, and we're going to stamp this, with my celebratory sips. And so you're going to need your cups, and then so we're gonna run that through with our die cut machine. I might just hand cut it today. That will probably go just as fast. And then you need your 2 glasses. So I'm gonna grab a block. I have my block, and we're gonna choose one of the smaller ones. I'm gonna go down. Let's do this one right here. And you want to go just up a little bit, so it looks like the glass is a little open. Can you see that? And then by the end of the week, you guys are going to be a professional with these bundles. We do choose to really take 2 that we love and showcase it in lots of different ways. So then, to me, that's like a better value. I just like to put these down because I could tell that it was hard to get straight. All right, and then this one, I'm going to go up here and let's do, this right here. Like that. Okay. All right. If you guys have any, and then while I have the stamp set out, we are stamping the umbrella. And I'm going to stamp the umbrella with Strawberry Slush on a piece of Pretty in Pink. When we were sorting out the paper for everybody, I had these 2 colors next to each other, and I was like, whoa, here it is here, right? Like, they actually go so, I mean, I know pink and pink go good together, but this was like a little extra special good, I thought. So you'll see in my next card, I changed up, and I'm going to need this. So I'm just going to put it on the block. This is the little stem for the umbrella. All right, let's get to work. Obviously, you can die cut these out. You can also, since I'm on a video, it's not easy to, and my die cut machine is behind me, so I'd have to leave you, but I'm just going to go ahead and hand trim these out. Let me go here. See, and I'm not even a fussy cutter, but these are pretty easy to cut out. They have that watercolor look, so they don't need to be perfect anyway. All right, now let's do this one. Does anybody have any fun summer trips planned? I am tripped out. If you are my friend and you've been following along with me, I have been traveling so much, which is a blessing. And I'm not like it's, well, I am tripped out. Um, so I am happy to be staying home for a little bit. Obviously, I'll be doing little things here and there, but no big trips planned. I had my spring was chock full of big trips, so my summer is going to be just staying home and doing that. Okay, see, now look at those cups. Aren't those awesome? Perfect. So simple. When I first saw these, before I saw the paper, I was like, oh my gosh, that takes some serious watercoloring. I don't know if I can watercolor like that. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna dive into some videos. I learned just the same way you guys learn. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool that Stampin' Up! Thinks about that. I'm so glad that they do, because I was like, I gotta really work on my watercoloring game if I'm gonna watercolor like they do. So it was easy when it's all just built into the paper. Okay, so there's your pieces that you need. Now, I have a little scrap piece of white, and we're going to stamp the cheers. This is a great, again, it's called Celebratory Sips for a reason. It definitely is one about celebrating, and you can celebrate anything. I mean, this could be for birthdays, it could be for anniversaries, it could be for retirements. I mean, so these are good to have on hand just to celebrate everything. So let's see, what is this? The Let's Celebrate. I'm stamping this again in the Secret C. There you go. So cheers, let's celebrate. Today, so my grandbaby is due like in 2 weeks, and Carter is having surgery on Wednesday. So our summer, it's going to look a little different. We're used to doing, golf, and we're a pretty active family. But our activities are going to be a little slim. So today we're kind of celebrating our last family little outing. We're going to go play golf and have dinner together, because then now we're going to be like hunkering down to have a baby and also to have surgery. All right, let's go ahead and trim this off at an angle. Now, here's all of our pieces. You guys have all your pieces. So you might have already gotten them ready, or you might have been working on them. I know this is a craft along, so usually it's meant for you to craft along with me. And I did this one from scratch, but I do know I happen to be a little bit of a faster stamper. So I know I'm a little bit difficult to actually craft along with. But if you can even get everything out and just start working on it, then when we're done, you can assemble yours. All right, so the first is we're going to put this piece down. Hi, Linda Snell. Oh my gosh, so good to see you. Linda was one of the first team members, stampers that I ever met 24 years ago. And look, you're still here today. That's awesome. And then we're going to put down our other piece down here. This is our Timid Tiger. And we have our white circle. We're going to put here. Now let's put our glasses. This glass gets glued right down. And then the other glass, it's so fun. Our other glass, how fun that we get to play with this stuff in the middle of the day on a Monday. Usually, boring Monday. We don't have boring Mondays. Then we're going to, let's go ahead and pop this up next to it. So then we'll know where to put our label. So this is going to go, let's just down a little bit there. I didn't do very good there. Let's just trim that up. Okay, and that's going to go here. Now we can take our cheers, let's celebrate. We're going to tuck that in there. I know, Jennifer, I can't wait to see too. In my heart of hearts, I feel like it's a boy, just because, nowadays they, you know, these ultrasounds, you can like literally, yeah, it's all right. I'm gonna do it this way. You can literally like see their faces in them. They're crazy. And so when I saw their ultrasound, it's like I just see like a little boy's face. But you know, obviously we could be wrong. So there's cheers. Let's celebrate. Now we have to just put our umbrella on. So I waited to stamp the little umbrella because I didn't quite know where to put it. So first thing you want to do is, so I kind of put that down there, and I know this is going to kind of peek out. So I wanted to kind of put that there. What I'll do is just take a little scrap piece of something and put that there, so then I can stamp my little umbrella. There we go. Now I can put that back. That's a little stamp. I don't want to lose that little stamp, so I try to put it back right away. Hi, Joanne. I haven't seen you either for a long time. I'm so glad. I've been here. Every week we show up with a video, so I'm glad you found me. And this week we're coming every single day, so I'm glad that you are here. All right, we'll take this one, stick that up there. What a cute card. Last but not least, we're going to take our ribbon. Actually thought I tied a bow ahead of time, but I must not have. And then we're just going to freehand tie a bow. Everyone, I love this ribbon. I really, you guys can always trust. If I don't like something, I'm going to usually tell you. Or I won't use it. But if I'm going to use something, I'm going to do it because I really do love it. This one I love. It is soft and pretty easy to tie a bow, so it shouldn't add too much bulk. I just love the little extra sparkle that it gives a card. Like there's no gold on this card. Like, so, you know, do you really have to add a gold? It just adds a little bit of that sparkle. And I might have, Melissa made hers just a little bit more horizontal. So I'm just going to grab a mini glue dot, stick that down here to our card. I made that a little bit long. You can trim that off. Just a little bit, just the same as like yesterday's projects. I cut the ribbon in half, and again, it just added that little bit of soft sparkle. See, so this is the half one. So that you kind of get just a little bit. So, and this is a full one. So they're both beautiful. Then last but not least, we also featured the Strawberry Slush Pretty in Pink Gems, which go perfect with this card. And I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle those on. I'm not sure where she put them on her card, but I'm going to put them, well, geez, I'm not sure what I did there. Put a couple there. I want some of the little ones to put down here. All right. Oh, and by the way, so card number 1, I put on a secret C background. You can put it on a white. Everybody, that's different. I love a little bit of a color background. So because of that, I always put on the inside a piece of 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. So it's a little bit smaller, but I do that because you can get 5 out of a sheet. And I rarely ever just make one card of something, right? I like to make, when I'm making one, I'm going to make multiples, so that I have them to send out. It is by 4. I'm just cutting a little piece of designer series paper with some more glasses on it, and I put that down here on the inside. And then you have your place for your message. All right, there we go. Card number 1. With a craft along, I love for you guys to show your version, but there's card number 1. Love it. Oh, I can't think of even who to send it to. All right, card number 2. Let's move to the next one. This is a really simple but awesome card too. All right. In the tutorial, if you got the tutorial, Melissa made it in shades of blues and purples, which I love too. So here's her version. I wanted to show you the version, but I wanted to do it in a different version too, just again to show you how to sometimes kind of think a little bit out of the box with, you know, you have a card layout, but oh, maybe you're not a fan of blues and purples, which I love blues and purples. But also maybe you might be feeling, or somebody you know, their favorite color is pink. So I am going to switch up, make the same exact card, but we're just going to do it in a little bit of a different color scheme. This paper that we have, the floral and the florals of bloom, it is got such a variety. So I wanted to do it in some shades of pink. So I'm going to use actually this piece here, and I'm going to use kind of this this side here. Now obviously this one here uses the blues and the purples, but I'm going to use more of the pinks and maybe the oranges. And also you could use purple too. We just got to pull our background piece, which I'm gonna use this one here, and then I'm gonna use these floral pieces. So you could have fun with it. If you want to make more of a fall card, look at this. You've got, now you could be taking this piece of paper with this greenery. Later in the week, I'll be showing you projects that use all of the different kinds of colors, but this follows the whole season of the year. And right now, to me, it is summer, so I want to go with some more of the summer type colors. I could use this green too. That goes good with everything. A lot of times I'm using strawberry slush, but all right, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to go color on color. Okay, you ready? Let's jump in. So the first thing we're going to do is, my dimensionals fell. That's why I can never find anything. We're going to cut the background piece, your 4 by 5 1/4. I'd like to see what other side. Oh, geez, that's so pretty too. Almost makes me just want to use that as the top, because that kind of, no, I'm not going to change my mind. Sometimes we overthink things. And then I'm going to take this piece right here, and let me get my measurements too so I don't tell them to you wrong. One thing I love about this craft along is when you do tutorials, just so you know, like mistakes happen, because like it is so easy to mismeasure things, or you see words one way or letters anyway. This one, we all make each other's projects, and we usually make them ahead of time. So it's fun to be able to know like these have all been made, and we all kind of double check each other's measurements as we go. So we make alterations. All right, so I cut that down by 4, and then it's by 2 3/4. So I'm going to go with more of these colors. I like that little pop of that timid tiger over there. All right, so this is my combination. And then the cardstock, so I'm choosing strawberry slush. That's going to get cut at 8.5 by 4 1/4. Oops, this is direct. 8.5 by 4 1/4. And then another piece that is 4 by 2.5. All right, so there's your cardstock pieces and your designers here. And we need a piece of white. Let's see, what is that piece of white that we need? A piece of basic white is 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. By the way, if you guys are members of Creative Corner, all of these tutorials will be posted on Creative Corner as well. So Creative Corner is my site that I put all of my PDFs and everything on. So you just pay one fee. It's $14.95 each month, and then you get everything. Like my retreats are on there. I mean, if throughout the month, I probably sell, it's probably worth about $200 is what you would pay if you got all my tutorials all on their own. So if you just want them all, Creative Corner is the place to go. It's $14.95, and then you get all of them. And we will be posting these all throughout the week. So just so to give you a heads up, if you're like, oh, I want those, again, you can buy the PDF. It's $25 if you just want the one-time charge. Or you could get them for free with placing your online order in my store of at least $50. Or if you're on Creative Corner, they'll be there too. You can sign up for Creative Corner if you're not already a member. And my team, my rubber queens, they get them for free. So they get everything I do for free. Okay, so this piece here, you're going to score it at 3. forgot to do that while I had my cutter out. So that's scored at 3. So you can still get 2 cards out of a sheet of cardstock, and then the piece that's left over is where you're going to get these. So with this card, with this card style, you still get 2 out of still 1 piece of designer series paper. Okay, now let's do some assembling. We'll get like our little skeleton done. This one does hurt my heart to glue that piece down when you like both sides, and that side is so pretty. It's okay, I'll play with you later, I promise. Okay. It's like when you have two events that you have to go to, like, you know, a birthday party and then something else, and it's like, oh, I want to go to both, but you can't. So you just pick one, you go with it, and just know the other one you'll see them later or something like that. So sometimes we always have a lot of 2 good things to do. This paper, there's 2 good things to do. Okay, so there's kind of our skeleton. This is going to go on the outside. Now the inside, Melissa on this card, she really, really featured the stamp set. Like, she did such an incredible job showing you this bundle. So the first thing in this bundle, if you watched yesterday, I told you this, and I'm just going to tell you again in case this is your first time watching me or you didn't watch yesterday. This bundle, the dies are amazing. We're going to be cutting out the flowers with just the outside. But then if you want to do them on cardstock, you can run through all the impressions. So I actually ran these through already because I'm doing this as a craft along, but it also will take a while. I also ran through one big white oval. And then I ran through this oval here. And this oval here actually gives you a little bit of a smaller one. And then it gives you this ring as well. So Melissa used the big, larger white, and then there's a ring that will go around it that I'm going to have to use green glue on. But that's okay. I can do it. And then it has a stamp set that has all the matching, well, it's 2-step stamping flowers and all the great words too. So I've got, look, this card uses almost all of the stamps. She used almost all of them. I already have them mounted because this is going to take a little bit of time. So we're going to need Secret Sea. We're going to use Strawberry Slush. We're going to use Old Olive. And I think some Tinted Tiger. So that's kind of the colors that I'm going to use. And let me I think we're ready. You're also going to need like a scrap piece of paper. So I just have like a piece of white, like typing paper here. I did run through the flowers, which means I might not get them lined up perfectly. But so what you're going to do is you're going to stamp 3 of the smaller flowers, 2 of the medium size, and 1 of the large size. So, and I just picked, again, kind of just this fun color combination. So let's take the Strawberry Slush first, and we're going to take that smaller flower. I have all of these mounted everywhere. So I'm going to start with, I'm using the same color. So you're going to stamp it off first, and then you're going to stamp your flower. Now, because this is photopolymer, I probably will be okay stamping it first. Usually, you can do it both ways. You can stamp and then die cut. So stamp it off, and then I'm going to stamp my flower on there. It can line up pretty good when actually, real good. That was definitely pretty good. All right. These are pretty simple to line up too. Some of them are more difficult than others. These were pretty easy. Okay, and I taught you a little trick yesterday. Now while I have the stamp pad out, I will come in and put the detail in because it's a 2-step stamper. So you just go over it. See, look at that. Can you see? That's really good. If I can do this kind of like on a video with everybody watching, and you guys can do it pretty easy too. Okay, so there's those 3 flowers. And then I'm going to switch to the medium size. And that one is going to be in, let's see. I need another, what other color did I get? I got Petunia Pop Out. I think the big one I'm going to do in Timid Tiger. The medium size. Oh, she's one, two, yeah. Let's do Pretty in Pink. Okay. So for the medium size, or maybe the big flower, I'm going to do Pretty in Pink. So that one, stamp that off. So we just have one big one. And then we'll take this one's easy. There's one leaf that's real big. So I just line that one up and then the rest of them fall into place. Okay, so there's our pink one. And then the two middle ones I'm going to do in the Timid Tiger. So that's these guys. Not done yet because I gotta put the stems inside. Not the stems, but the middles. Okay. This one's also actually pretty easy to line up. Yeah. There you go. There's that. And then let's go with the overlay. Can you see how I did? I got all of everything mounted first because I knew this was going to take a little bit. And mounting all of these would have taken even longer. There you go. So there's all of our flowers. I told you, Melissa gave us a workout in these. So those are the flowers. You need 3, 2, and 1. And then the insides we're going to use with Secret C. So that one, there are just the little circles. So there's one big one. Stamp that off. Put that there in the middle. I would never have used Secret C as the middle, but I really like it. That was a good choice. There's that. And then I'm gonna clean these later. And then I have this small one here, and that goes all the rest of them. The Secret C middle really makes it pop. Again, that was something I would probably never have done. I would have done yellow or something, but I love the Secret C, and it goes really well with all the rest of the card. All right, now I just need that middle piece. Shoot. I was supposed to stamp, darn, the inside at the same time, and I didn't. So now I got to get all that back out again. Real quick, I'll do a strawberry slush one. While you have your stamp pads out, you want to stamp 2 of the little flowers on, that's strawberry slush, so that's the little one. While you have it out, you want to stamp your flowers on there's like that little inside card. And if you have an envelope that you want to stamp, I want to stamp an envelope. Again, do it all at the same time so that you have your stamps already out and you don't have to do it again like I just did. Okay, and I'm going to do the Timid Tiger one. This one's easier because we don't have to line anything up. There's like a little 3 cent. There we go. And now those just need little circles. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Our stamps and our inks got a workout today. Oh, I'm not done with this ink pad. So I'm almost done. I want to take while I have it out, and then I can put all the stamps away. Let me get rid of this scrap paper though, so it doesn't look so yucky. We got that piece of white, the word thanks. So we're going to stamp that with our secret C right up there at the top. So thanks. And then on the inside card, I'm going to do the so very much. And I'm going to do that also in the secret C. You could do it in any of the colors, to be honest with you. I think the tutorial was in a different color. I almost want to stamp it here because I got a little bit of ink down there and now you can't tell. Okay. Thanks so very much. I think we're done with the stamping. I can put my, no we're not. We still have the leaves to do. They're coming up next. Okay, but these are done. I did an envelope to match already. I'll put that up there. This gets glued down to here. Now we just kind of have to assemble our main oval. You know I'm going to make you choose which one is your favorite, right? Hi, Marianne. Oh, thank you. Sally says she loves this. I love it too. Especially, I mean, I know some of you are gardeners. I am not. I'm not very good with flowers. I try to, and I love them. I'm just not the best. So these are the best flowers for me, for sure. So again, look at, just so pretty. All right, so now we have our oval, and then we ran through this one. I'm just gonna take a little bit of glue, green glue. You could use an adhesive sheet if you want to, but then this whole thing becomes adhesive. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take and very lightly add some green glue. Very lightly is the key to this rim here. I tried the other way where I put glue on the oval. That didn't work so well for me either. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay this down on the edge of your oval. This is where you want to make sure you use the larger of the ovals. Okay. A second. This is what I do. Take that. I want to flip it over so I can kind of center it as best I can. It's kind of better. Well, I'm actually going to do it this way. Hold on. There. That was a little easier. Now the ring is there. And let it just sit for a second so that dries. And clean your fingers off of all the mess. Okay, so next we have to just, oh shoot, I was supposed to stamp my leaves first. I did that the first time and learned my lesson, and obviously I didn't learn it very well. So you're just gonna stamp before you put your flowers on. There's some really awesome leaves in there as well. And you're gonna do the same thing where you're going to just stamp these. And I learned it really doesn't matter where you stick them. Oh, that one, I missed that part. Let's try again. I'm going to put some down here too, just so you see a little splotch of green there. And then I'll put some up here. And then the other side, then you just do your two-step stamping. Two-step stamping has always been one of my favorite styles of stamping. I didn't ever think I was a very good colorer. I've obviously gotten better. I have got to clean off all of these stamps. I got ink everywhere. I will clean them off, I promise, before I put these all away. All right, hi Stella, how are you recovering? Okay, now we get to just create our bouquet, basically. So you have all your flowers that you've done. And we did the stamping on these flowers. And of course you could do, you're gonna do a mixture of gluing them down and popping them up. So we'll see how you stick it together. I think it's pretty, we'll do that so some of the green pops through. I don't think you can really go wrong with any of it. You're just going to kind of make up a bouquet. I know I want this big pink one popped up, so that one I'll grab a couple dimensionals. I don't think you can go wrong. I think it's where some of you might have a better... Joan said it's a busy card. It is a lot of flowers, Joan. I would definitely agree with that. A lot of flowers. This is where doing my craft along gets me out of my comfort zone, because you're right. I probably would have just put 2 flowers on it. That would have been more what you would see me typically do. So that's why I think it's kind of cool when we partner with somebody else. They get us out of our comfort zone and trying some different things. I changed the colors up as well because I wanted to show you a different version. In person, though, it doesn't really look too busy. You'll have to see it when you... There. So there's our beautiful bouquet. It really is gorgeous. You're funny. All right, so then this goes right down in the front of our card. And so you're just going to glue down just the top of it. Like so. All right. It's quite a beautiful bouquet of flowers. So thanks so very much. I'm going to keep the blue one kind of in the same so you can see that they are so pretty and similar. Last but not least, we're going to just add our embellishments, and that is our gold ribbon. And then we're going to, where'd that go? Just a little gold bow. Grab a mini glue dot. Okay, so this is our 3 and 4 projects. We're going to make a total of 12. And again, through all 12, you will see different styles. That's why we partnered with 5 other people, so you can get lots of different styles and variations. But we're all using the same product. And tomorrow, I have to see whose projects are tomorrow. I can't remember off the top of my head. You'll have another fun fold and another beautiful card as well. And again, featuring the celebratory sips. I'm going to stick the flower motifs, by the way. Have any of you guys gotten these yet? If you're one of my card club members, I included these for you in there too. So you are going to have a lot of them. The flower motifs are different than some of the ones that we've had in the past, and the fact that they are really heavy duty, high quality. They're heavy, but they also are still flat, so they don't add like a tremendous amount of thickness to your card. Like this card itself would still only take a regular stamp. There you go. Stunning. Thank you. So here is card number 2, and here was card number 1. Look how beautiful and fun these projects are. Hopefully they're giving you lots of ideas. And if you're crafting along, then again, like these, again, yeah, we used, I don't know what, 6 flowers. If you like maybe just 3, you could do 3. I definitely challenged myself, and I wanted to challenge myself to do in a little bit of a slightly different color combination, and I love it just as much. They're both beautiful. But the flower motifs really do give, it's a high quality to it. So it's a very quality embellishment. All right, so thank you for joining me. I will be here tomorrow. I believe tomorrow I go live at 2 o'clock because in the day I do training all day. And so I'll be going live at 2 tomorrow. And all of these, thank you, Denise said they're stunning. I'm so grateful. These are stunning. They're always even much better in person as well. So our craft along will be on day 3 tomorrow. We have 2 more projects. If you want to join along, I do have a few more of the actual packets available. And we also, you can order the PDFs only. You can get them for free by placing an order. If you're on my team, if you are a rubber queen, hey guys, they are free for you on our Creative Corner. You just have to access them. So I am grateful for all of you for following along, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow.